Everyone, welcome. Hope everyone's doing good. We are doing more. I gotta start the game. I forgot. I forgot. I hope you guys are doing good. So, as to the thing with working and COVID and stuff, I tested negative today. I'm taking another test tomorrow to find out. But as far as I know right now, um, it's my usual schedule. I don't think I'm gonna not work, so I think I'm gonna go to work. So it should be my regular schedule, which is good because I need money. You can't, when you like don't work unexpectedly, I have everything like planned out. I'm like, now this isn't gonna work out for me. All right, so we did this. We're getting halfway through this map. I don't even know where I want to go. I think I wanted to go around this way, and then I kind of just came back to do all this, right? So we're gonna go around this way. We're gonna go down here, and then we're gonna do like a loop-de-loop to go through the middle. So we're gonna go west, preferably on land. I don't want to go through water. All right. Anyways, welcome everyone. I hope you guys are having a good day. I'm having a great day. I've been playing World vs. World all day. And I'm already on the diamond chest. I mean, it's like, honestly, if you play World vs. World all the time and you get to diamond chest, it's actually really, really good money. Like, do I want to do this real quick? I want to do this real quick. Ooh, a lash tail devourer. Do I have one already? I do not. Let's swap. Yes, let's get this instead. Ow, I'm getting attacked. Attack it. Go. It's a long-range pet that uses poison attacks. Oh, no. That's based on my, I don't like it because the Drake, first of all, is close range and it hits a lot more enemies. So we're not even going to bother with that. We're not even bother. We're going to move along here. Whee! Let's get that. Let's do Tamer versus Tamer. This is like a Pokemon challenge right here. Oh, are they going to do it? Oh, they're going to do it. I was going to say, your pet against my pet, kid, but apparently everyone's here too, so that's okay. Go! Use your poison breath, Godzilla. Do it! My god, that's one hardy-ass fucking bull, dude. Oh boy. Yeah, so last episode we got to have finally wilderness survival, which is amazing. So we're getting like poison damage in there. So we're doing like a power poison hybrid thing, which Godzilla is really good at. So he'll be able to do both. And yeah, whatever, kid. Yeah, that's it. That's it. That's it. It's gonna be really good. I'm having a good time with this. This is like going really fast too because the pet is like really strong now. So defeating enemies is gonna be super easy. But I can't wait. I really want to try to take this into an expansion. So the original challenge will be map completion, and I'll probably take a break in between that and then like finishing this and then doing another or something. I don't know. But it's just something. I could also try to like I said before, like solo dungeons. I don't know, like story Ascalon story dungeon, solo that with just a pet. I don't know. Could be done. All right. I like this area. This area is really pretty. It reminds me very much of like Grothmar War Downs in Guild Wars 1, which is now Grothmar Valley, but um, it just looks like that. No, it looks like the other ones. Not no. I think I forgot what it's called. It would be the one that's this is Grothmar Valley, the one that like is in front of the cathedral. There's that like foresty area in Guild Wars 1 right in front of the cathedral. And that's what I'm talking about. Okay, so let's go in the... Oh, we already did this. I'm all backwards here. I'm on all ass backwards. Alright, we got that. Is this a heart? There's Choom over here. Hi, Choom. This is not. So we don't worry about it. We don't care. We only care about the actual progression part. So we go south. Goodbye. I'm telling you, this was probably one of the leftover ones as well. The leftover hearts from the like 400 that we used to have. Just because it looks very much like it. Because it has like an NPC out front that you can talk to. There's no events that happen here. You know, there's nothing else that actually happens in those caves. You can go, you can see there's a bunch of stuff you can get, but it's all like silver. There's a lot of silver ore in this cave, so all the time. Like if you're looking for silver, this is the cave to go, because there's a bunch of silver. No one looks for silver. No one cares about silver, but I'm just saying. What is this? Iron. But yeah, it seems to be left over from the original hearts that they had or whatever. So I think I got bit on my head by a mosquito or something, because my forehead has been, or like my, not my forehead, but like the front of my head has been very itchy. Very itchy. How do I get up? I think I walked by it. It's probably on this side, isn't it? It's in this corner right here, I believe. Yeah, I think so. Yep. Up. Alright, there we go. Got it. We got a beautiful vista. Alright, we know what that is. But oh, I accidentally pressed the button again. Whee! Alright. There's a heart here that'll pop up in a second. So let's do the heart, and then we'll go into the cave, then we'll get that. We'll swoop around this way or something. I don't know. I want to get as much done as possible. We still don't have a release date. I mean, this is like a day-to-day. Like, I feel like this is like a day-to-day thing now. Like, every day, it's just going to be like, are we getting a thing? Are we getting a thing? Are we getting a release date? Are we getting a release date? We're not. We're not going to get a release date until January 28th, which is in 11 days. Which sucks. Asshole. So it's not going to be this Friday, but it's going to be the Friday after that. It's going to be when they give us the release date. So, and then the release date will be exactly a month from that day. Will be February 28th. Will be the very last day of February that they will give us that. I'm calling it now. I think, I don't know. I'm not calling it because so many other people have already called it. So, hurry up, Godzilla. I need you to kill this guy. Yeah. Use your poison breath on him. I want to see how strong that is. Look at how strong that is. Holy crap. You're a monster. I mean, you're literally a monster. You're literally a monster. Go. We have a worker helping us. Why did he go inside of it? He's like, this is my new house. Oh, you got kicked out of it. The broke apart. Okay. Let's get the scout. Kill it. Worker, help. No? Okay. That's okay. We'll do it by ourselves. You can go attack that guy while I'm sitting here reviving. So, the next one is going to be Skirmishing. Which will have... Oh, yeah. Sharpened edges. That's going to be really nice. Spotter. This is something where I still have to, like, figure out if Spotter works or not. I might just do Hidden Barbs. Bleeding you inflict is more dangerous. Stronger. Oh, attack this guy. I just think... I don't know. I just feel like that's better than having Spotter. Because Spotter is just for precision. Is it precision or is it... It's precision. Ferocity is the one that is, yeah. Ferocity is the... Which one is the Ferocity one? Oh, that's the Revenant one. I like couldn't think. I was like, what? Which one has the trait that has the Ferocity on, or the, yeah, Ferocity on it? They need to make more of those. I really enjoy those. And not every class has it. Or some do, but they have some useless shit. Like, Guardian has, like, toughness on it. Which I'm like, okay. I mean, that's kind of nice, I suppose. But I'd rather have, like, healing power or something. Like, no one has that. Increased healing power. Like, that would be really cool. The map's closing. Yeah, let's move. Let's move maps. Gives us more experience points. And we're going underwater. Let's go, Godzilla. We have to go. Oh, God, I can't see. It's somewhere down here. I know it is. There it is. Got it. Ooh, a river drake. Well, let's defeat this. Oh, my God. Oh, my God. Oh, my good God. Where did they all come from? Look at how powerful Godzilla is. Oh, this is my Icilla. I just swapped. That's okay. They have the same stats except for the attack. Can you attack? You missed like 3 times. Let's equip this guy. Well, let's get the point of interest and let's get out of here. Because I do want to look at the stats. This is, it's another Drake, but it's not, I don't know if it has the same stats. Probably all the Drakes have the same stats, right? I'm guessing. Let's select him. Where is he? Right here. River Drake. Okay, so stats wise they're probably exactly the same. Yeah, they are indeed. So all the stats are the same here. Okay, so what are the abilities here? So he has the same 3 abilities, but he has this that bounds. So that's just straight up attack. That's interesting. Okay, I'm having issues with this today. That's interesting. So, I think I'll keep that. I think that's pretty good. I might do the Morello though still. I know the Morello is just straight up weaker, but it does have a poison field, which has 7 pulses. That's really nice. So, just to keep with the poison stuff, because my poison is stronger, my poison damage is increased, so that'll kind of boost that up. All right. Oh, for underwater, since we are underwater, let's look at that for a second. I didn't even do that. Oh, I can have Morello underwater, but his attack is different. That's okay. It still does poison damage. I kind of want to get an underwater only pet. Oh, you know what? In the Eye of the North, I didn't even get the rainbow jellyfish or whatever it's called. So let's do that real quick. I got all the other ones. I didn't get the rainbow jellyfish though. Let's do that. Let's do that. Aurina's kind of like, I don't know what Aurina's doing here. She's just kind of hanging. Yeah, I got these 3, but I didn't get the other one. I can't wait until we get new pets. We're getting new pets for that End of Dragons. Tiger. Wait, tiger we already have. That's not new. Oh, the jellyfish is like way out of water. That's realistic. Okay, let's swap and let's do that. Let's chill. Yeah, that's fine. I'll use the jellyfish underwater. I used the jellyfish. I want the other jellyfish. There's other jellyfish that you can get. Oh, wrong button. Red jellyfish, blue jellyfish, armor fish. Whichever one does... there's so many drakes still, too. There's a shark. More devourers, snow leopard. Man, jaguar. I'm excited to get all those pets. Hey, chicken, how are you? How are you doing? I'm gonna loop around that way. I used to do this trip right here. I used to do all the time. No one comes through here like ever, and you can actually look at the broken column. I think that's a callback to Guild Wars 1 because I think this is where. Isn't that a callback to Guild Wars 1? I'm pretty sure this column is. Is it? This column once decorated stairway over the centuries. What must look at back then? Yeah, look at the staircase leading nowhere. Alright, kill him. Kill him. They don't stand a chance against you. Oh, he's healing himself. Use your poison. There you go. Good job. Whee. I think there's like, yeah, you can look at this as well. There's like these little lore things. A sense of history prevails in this place. The legions, under Flame Legion leadership, fought to retake this land from humans. The rubble confirms that they succeeded. And there was another one. Didn't I walk by another one? That right there. My pet's just off fighting. That's okay. We're getting experience. That's all that matters. And a ton of experience, for that matter. It's hard to imagine that this was once a vibrant city, filled with merchants, nobles, adventurers, and guilds. Ascalon has become a ghost of itself. That's so sad. Because it's also like, it's not just sad in the sense of like, working on video. What are you doing for video? What are you doing? What's your next video? Oh, that's right. You were talking about the combo fields. That's right. That is really tough to do. That is really tough to do. Especially when you don't have like another person like right next to you, because you can, if you're sitting right next to someone, you can time them a lot better probably. But yeah, looking at this rubble, the remnants of a city and a civilization, it's easy to imagine each broken piece of stone representing a shattered life. Oh my good god. Yeah, you have all these like little lore things, because you could actually come through this way. Actually, the breached wall right here. This was like all tar. You would actually walk, like you would come through here, somewhere through here, right? Maybe through here. I remember this like square place because you had to like kind of walk through it or something, and you could go like this way and then go like around. But they actually had you like go and then into these trenches and then go through like the muddy like tar area, and then you had to go. Is that the right area that I'm thinking of? Because you actually had to get to Pike and Square. Pike and Square is over here, though. So, it's hard to... I would have to look at a map, honestly, to figure it out. We leveled up by killing these randos. That's good. Vitality. Vitality and condition damage. That's fine. We'll take that. Not like that condition damage does anything for me, but that's okay. Oh, I'm in battle. I can't do that. Well, it's good. I hope that video turns out good. I think combos are a good thing to do. It's gonna be interesting. It's nice to have guides and stuff. People look for them all the time. That's why like my content doesn't really get like watched, because people look for like guides. They want guides. Like that's why like people still make gold making guides, because that's the shit they want. They want to be guided by YouTube. Great, really? Wow, okay. I see it come back and it's like shooting straight at me. Rit Bone Chewer. Alright, I don't know why I'm here. Let's leave. I do gotta... Okay, let's do the jumping puzzle, the breached wall jumping puzzle. I'm gonna have my pet fight everyone. But yeah, what I was gonna say about the wall, you know, reading all the stuff at the wall, it's not just that, oh hey, you know, this is like destroyed and people used to live here, but it's like we used to live here, right? And like Guild Wars 1, like we were the ones that walked through there. Like that was the beginning of Guild Wars 1, was Ascalon. Like this is when you were level like 4 and 5 and you were just figuring out your skills, and you had to like go and fight these Char, and it was just like really hard to actually fight Char, and you know, you would die, and like I don't know, it's just really crazy to think that those lives were our lives, right? That was us like 17 years ago, right? Like, that's so crazy to think about. Okay, thank you. Yeah, and good luck on your video. I appreciate it. I'm sure it'll be awesome. I need to work on my next video too. My next Guild Wars video will be Kaineng City, the Kaineng City tour. Because I don't really have anything planned for Guild Wars 2. I'm still trying to think of like some lore mystery bits. I want to make more of those. I want to make like a whole series of those. I want to have like 100 by the end of it. Just like 100 little things that I can talk about. And like whether or not some of these get solved or not, like I don't care. I want to talk about these things. And those are really easy to make. I just need a good subject. Wow. That train is so loud. That's a weird horn too. I've never heard a horn like that on the trains. And they come at random times. Like, I can't even tell you guys. My house is vibrating from the train, and I'm like a mile away from it. That's fucking crazy. My god, Godzilla is so strong. 2 attacks and he could destroy them. Ooh, we have more lore. Let's read this. It says, the residue of tar and charcoal shows amidst the rubble. It serves as a reminder of when the Flame Legion breached the Great Wall. Yeah, so everything had turned to tar. Like, all the water had turned to tar after the searing in Ascalon, which was, like, really kind of made everything kind of gross. There was a mission that you had to, like, lead into Dreskir, which was, like... Wasn't Dreskir, like... way to the, like, northeast? Wasn't it, like, somewhere around here? And you had to, like, go in, and there's, like, all these, like... You have to, like, walk through, like, a ton of tar with Prince Rurik and stuff. Man, crazy shit, I'm telling you. Alright, how does this go? Okay, I gotta go down here. So this is a jumping puzzle. I can get this done. I've done this probably 10 bazillion times. If not, a couple bazillion times more. And it's so easy to do on the Sura. He's so little. Alright, hop, hop. And then you go backwards a little bit, but you're up top now, so you're not really going backwards. And then you jump up here. And you get up here. And then you have a letter here. It actually spawns some enemies. The road splits ahead, but I came prepared. I must head east. So it kind of tells you like where to go. I'm not sure what they mean by road splits. I guess down there to her. But obviously that's not where you want to go. So I'm going to jump across here. Jump across here, here, here. Oh, there's another thing of rubble. There's another letter down there. So you kind of... This is the tricky part, because you have to go across these arches, but they have really terrible, like, hitboxes. Like, they're kind of weird, the way they work. So you gotta be careful. This is the only part that's hard, I guess. There's another letter. I want to see what it says. Ooh, enchanter. I'm almost there. I can feel it, but it's been tough. The ghosts here are strong. Well, I don't know. My pet's just taking care of him. Wrong way. Don't do what I did. Go up. Fight this guy. See, we're almost there. We gotta go right there. And then you want to jump across. Whee! And then there's a little trick right here because it's like, oh, how do I get up there? You can probably make it up here somehow. But you can actually go around here, back here. There's a little secret passage. And then you can hop on the sides here. Hop up on the side. Oh my god. And then you're at the top. Ta-da! There's a raven for the collection. Oh wait, what does it say? I'm gonna... Ooh, no. Okay, read the letter first. I'm here. I finally found it. Now I can share this knowledge with the priory. And he died. So this is the guy that... These are his letters. And he had made it. And then he got killed by this veteran guy. Kill him. Go. Spew your poison. That'll end him. It did. It says, so many lost their lives in the full fire, and yet they cannot rest. This wall, once a testimony to Ascalonian power, lies in ruin, pregnant with residual energy from suffering of thousands. So we channel set residual power, and then you can jump down here and get that stuff. Boom. Done. Jumping puzzle complete. And then you gotta find a safe way down without dying, which is always the biggest challenge. Ow. Break my legs. Where was that rubble? It was somewhere over here. I do want to read it. I thought it was next to a tree. Oh yeah, right there. I remember seeing a tree. It says, the towering wall that took thousands of men hours to erect was reduced in an instant to the rubble you see before you by an all-engulfing devastation of the searing. Yes, that is indeed what happened. The searing. You see it actually happen. It's really interesting because for people that didn't play Guild Wars 1, like, you don't know really, like, I feel like people might mistake the searing and the full fire. Like, they're very distinct, two separate things that happened, where, like, you experience the searing in Guild Wars 1, and you actually, it's not like a huge event or anything. It's like literally the start of the game. Like, it's after the tutorial, you actually see the searing. And then, I did this one. Oh, I need to do this one. That's okay. And it's like right in the beginning, you know, and it's very completely different events, but they're both very devastating events that happened. It's really strange because for a while before I really got into the lore, when I first started playing Guild Wars, like when I played Guild Wars 1, I wasn't like super into it. Like I played it a lot, but I didn't know anything about the lore. I kind of just like played to have fun, whatever. And then I was learning certain things here and there. Like I was learning about the White Mantle, and you know, because I always got confused. I'm like, wait, we're helping the White Mantle, and then now we're not helping the White Mantle, and then what's the Shining Blade? And I thought they were, and it was all very confusing to me. So eventually I kind of like started looking into it, but the thing is that with the full fire and stuff, once Guild Wars 2 came out, I still wasn't like super huge on like all the different things. So anytime they talked about the full fire, like in my brain, I thought they were talking about like the searing, but it's like completely different things that are many years apart from each other. Where the searing was caused by the Char trying to retake Ascalon, and they used pretty much Abaddon's magic. I mean, it was like the Titans that came from the realm of Torment that gave him the power or whatever. And then the full fire was caused by Adelburn, as we see in the like Ascalonian catacombs, like the preview, the little, what is it, a trailer or whatever, I guess you can call it, that they have, the little introduction. And yeah, very distinct events, but both very devastating. So it's like Ascalon has been through a lot of shit. You know, Ascalon has been through a lot of stuff. And I think that's something when we talk about like Icebreath Saga, for example, and we talk about the lore in Icebreath Saga, specifically when Krisha goes as the new Blood Imperator, and she goes to Ebonhawk to protect them from the Destroyer attack. It's really crazy because she is like, oh my god, these people, like, you know, they're not trusting, they don't understand, like, you know, blah blah blah, whatever, you know. And then Casimir kind of defends him. I can see like both sides of the argument, because I can understand, like, you know, Krisha saying like, okay, we're tossing this aside, we're like a new society of Char, and we're doing all these, oh hey Emily, how are you? And I can see where, you know, that's something that's like hard to get used to, because they've been fighting Char their whole lives. But on top of that, and that's something that not like people that have only played Guild Wars 1 won't necessarily know, you know, it's like the Ascalonians struggled against the Char for a very long time, and they got through a lot of crap, and they defended themselves against a lot of like stuff that happened with the Char. So for them to not be trusting is, you know, it's many generations of like being ingrained in their like society to not trust Char, to hate Char. You know, we see with Gwen in Guild Wars 1, like, you know, she was like, when you look at her, when you look at the bonus mission pack for Eye of the North, and you learn about Gwen's like story about how she was a slave and stuff, and they were like, apparently, like, they hinted at that they were like eating the slaves, right? They were eating these people, the Char were, right? And it's like, that's crazy. And the Ascalonians were the ones for many years that saw that happen. You know, their families were killed by Char. So to just have Krisha be like, well, they need to get over it, like, we're a new Char. Well, you know, this just happened. You guys just went through a war. You know, you're talking about, oh, this just happened like a month ago. We had a war, and everything has changed now for the Char, versus these people have been in a fight against the Char for like hundreds of years, literally hundreds of years. How can I feed these guys? You can fill up the water thingies for them, I think. I think I can fill up water over here. I don't know how I can feed these cows. I think there's a way to feed cows. I put some water in there. Some water in there. But yeah, it's really sad. I mean, to really get the whole picture of like Ascalon, you have to play Guild Wars 1. You have to play through pre-searing Ascalon. Pretty much do all of the... Okay, it's filled with cow, but it looks like... Okay, I don't know, I can't do anything now. Let's go find more... I guess I gotta find more chicken. You gotta collect chickens. I'm doing good, thank you. I'm having a good day. Ooh, kind of excited to get this done. Oh, the chicken is inside of me. Sorry, guys. I had to get rid of that. What else? So we finished this. I could get shot up there with the catapult. Let's do that. Let's see if that's available. But yeah, to get the full story of Ascalon, you have to play pre-searing Ascalon in Guild Wars 1, and like actually go through and talk to the NPCs and do all the side quests too, because there's actually, for like, where is that mindless I think a lot of people don't understand how... Oh, there's someone else up here. I'm like, how's there 2 drakes up here? How do I have 2 of them? Alright, I love this spot. This is so cool. Whee! Yeah, I want to go into here and do all that. So let's go through the town. We can do that. But yeah, like I said, there's a lot of like stories that are being told. You know, you look at like Althea, for example, Rurik's wife or fiance, I guess. You know, he's supposed to marry her, and she ends up getting killed by the Char. Like, she gets taken prisoner and gets killed by the Char, and you have to like find her ashes later on after the searing and stuff. It's really sad. It's really sad, and you know, you have to play that. You have to play... Oh god, there's so many separatists here, and they're really strong. Go Godzilla, you can do it. I believe... Oh my god, got blown up. Who is blowing them up? It's the engineers. Oh, okay, we got someone here to help. Nice, we did it. Awesome. You know, and it's really sad. Like, you fight a lot of the Char, and they're very vicious, and they're very like brutal, and they just like kill indiscriminately again, like any human and stuff. And like I said, you got to get through Gwen's story and play Eye of the North, and you gotta do like a bunch of quests in Ascalon, and then go through the Guild Wars Beyond, the Hearts of the North, or whatever they're called, whatever that's called, that particular one where that deals with like Kieran Thackeray and stuff, how Gwen and him, like, they, you know, they get married and stuff, and they it talks about like all that, and just the main story about how the Ascalonians fled Ascalon and stuff. There's so much sadness in all of that. It's really sad. And that's why hungry chicken. Can I kill that hungry chicken? I cannot, because I can't target it. But we can attack these guys. So it's super understandable. Like, once you know all that, it's super understandable that they're not ready to have Char in their homeland. And but it's great. I mean, the world building in Guild Wars 1 in particular is really cool, because you get a lot of it. Like those early MMOs, you know, you get a lot of it from quest text, you know, and it's like specifically Althea. Like, we have Althea's ashes as an ascended accessory or whatever in Guild Wars 2, but that, like, to a lot of those players, it doesn't have any meaning. But for us, like, that was an item that, like, every player that played early on in Guild Wars 1 Prophecies, like, they know that item, because everyone had that item. That was actually really hard quest, because you had to go and you had to fight like this big group of enemies in order to get the ashes, and then you had to run away with the ashes and get them like to Rurik or whatever. And it's sad, because you actually meet Althea like in pre-searing. Alright, I'm just gonna, where can I water these? Oh, this is, I guess, what I have to water. Okay, done. I used the skill. Oh, wow. It's not really a skill. I'm just pouring water out. So it's not really cheating. I gotta drink something. But yeah, I mean, it's really cool. And a lot of the areas, I miss Old Kryta. I gotta say, one of the changes that I really hated from Guild Wars 1 to Guild Wars 2 was how they changed Kryta. Kryta used to be this beachy area, and that's pretty much what it was. It was like these beaches and stuff, with like a ton of undead, and it's really not that anymore, which is sad. Why is there just a mini hanging out here? I don't even see oh, there's a person. Well, did he just log in or something? That was weird. His mini loaded before he did. You know, and that was always cool, just going to Kryta from the mountains. The Shiver Peaks, I think they did okay. The thing is, the game world of Guild Wars 1 always felt so big, not just because, of course, you don't have that many like movement things and stuff like that, but also because of how like empty everything was. Like, there was a lot of zones only had like enemies. There wasn't a lot of NPCs, and when there was an NPC, it was like a collector NPC that would just be like, yeah, I'm looking for this. There wasn't like really any stories unless you did quests. You know, there wasn't a lot of NPCs around unless you did some kind of quests and stuff. So that made the world feel really big, because you had to like fight through all these enemies, and you had to fight through. In Guild Wars 2 now, we can just skip everything, right? I just get on my mount, I can just jump past everything. But that makes the world feel really small. If you actually go through and you don't use a speed boost in Guild Wars 1, and you don't use any mounts, and you fight every enemy, the game world is humongous. Like, just the 25% that I'm getting from this makes it very trivial. Like, I can run away from a lot of things. And I think that's something that people kind of forget too, about the game. You know, back when we were playing, in the beginning. I remember on my Elementalist, it took me a long time to get map completion. I know there was people that got it really quickly. They were really good at it. I know there was people that I played with that had like exotic armor like a month into the game because they played every day for like 20 hours a day, and they got through everything. And they, you know, back then legendaries were like a lot cheaper because the economy hadn't really settled back then, so it was like really easy to like farm certain spots and get like a shit ton of money. And just, you know, they had legendary weapons and they had like exotic armor. We didn't have ascended at that point, so it was just like they had like the best equipment in the game. And you know, I just think that that wasn't the rule, that was more the exception. Oh, okay, wait, is this, I was gonna say, this is, wait, is this a separate, this is not the same heart, this is not even a heart. How is this not a heart? Okay, well, we'll leave. We leave, we don't need to be here. Char are really hardy enemies. Okay, so let's go back to the separatist thing. Oh, there's actually a thing you can do here. They should kind of show that on the map. Alright, let's do it. Oh, well, I don't want to do that. I thought she would have to have us go in here, but that's whatever. Alright, let's just defeat these guys, I guess. Come on, enemies. Come on, friends. Ow, ow. Wow, he is so strong. Oh, he just got knocked down. I used my healing skill. Whoa, he just got pulled back. That was crazy. Use your poison against her. Let's see how strong that is. Here, open that prison gate. Maybe we can let some prisoners out. Oh, okay. Apparently you're fighting that. That's okay too. That's okay too. I can't wait to have Laura and Cantha, like, just meeting NPCs, hearing what's going on with the Tengu, and like finding out what's going on with the last dragon. And like, we're finishing the dragon story in a weird way, I'm guessing. You know, it's called End of Dragons, so I'm guessing the Elder Dragon story will come to like a slow end. Like, this might not be the end of every dragon. I have a feeling we'll have like Kunavang or something like take one of the places, and you know, we'll have like only 2 dragons or something in the pantheon of dragons or something. I don't know. But it's coming to an end, and to me that makes me look forward to like what's in the future. What's gonna happen after that? I'm gonna make that that video about the dual release of the expansions. I really think ArenaNet should look into that. I really feel like ArenaNet should do that, but that's okay. They probably never will. It's like a fever dream, but that's okay. All right, let me out. Let me out. Let me out. We're done here. We hopping away. We're getting this map done, friends. Look at that. 85%. I really hate this heart. Oh, wait. There's a defense thing going on. Fantastic. And it just started, so I can go help out. Please don't kill it. Please don't kill it. I need to get credit. Helping out with this stuff. Yes. Oh, thank God. I was like, am I going to get that? Let's pick up this landmine. Getting these landmine gives you credit as well. There's a group coming down from there. Are they invulnerable? They're not. So I could meet them halfway. Okay. That's good. I like that that event was happening. Oh, I leveled up. Nice. Just gotta pay attention to where the next groups come. Oh, there they are. Go, go, go. What do we get? Oh, we got a ring. Wait, didn't we just get a ring? I thought we just got a ring. Whatever. Okay, that's getting me like really not a lot of credit for this heart. Alright, there's the group. Attack. Go, go, go. Can I get some? Yeah, okay, we got some credit there. That's good. Oop. Landmine. Landmine. Oh, attack. Yeah, nice. That was perfect. Just follow them. Nice. Awesome. Good job. Alright, we can take this metal bar. We gotta go this way anyways, so we can just drop it off with the heart vendor here. We should get credit for this event. We'll just give it to you. There you go. That should finish that up. Awesome. We got this. There's a vista in here. Fantastic. We got credit for that. What are we at now? 89, guys. 89%. This is going to be last vista for this map. Awesome. Then what are we doing? Are we doing Kessex next? I guess we're doing Kessex next. Ooh. Moving along here fairly quickly. Oh, God. Okay. I really hate this vista. I don't like this junkyard area. Go! See, it's like you would think he can jump on some stuff, but he can't. And it's not very well telegraphed. And I'm not going into the secret area in the back because that always drives me nuts. If I'm not using mounts, it drives me crazy getting in there. Alright, we move along. We're moving on with our lives. Okay, what do I need? I need 2 hearts, 2 waypoints, and 2 points of interest. 2 of everything. 2 hearts. That's the cow heart, which is going to be really shitty to do. And the ghost heart, which is really easy to do. And then we're done with the map. We're doing a lot of progression here with Godzilla on our side. Reveal to me the rest of the map. Or part of the rest of the map. Alright, we can do torches. So we'll go around, we'll do torches. We'll have our pet attack enemies while we do torches. There's a ton of torches. You can light them. Gives you a little bit of credit, but it's really easy to do because you can just do it while you're running. See all these torches? There's a crap ton of them. There's so many torches. Attack. Fight them. Oh, and then you have the event going on at the same time. Oh my god. What is even happening? That is so much experience. You're not gonna make it, dude. Oh my god, my pet is so slow. Rubble. Someone's a ghost. Get him. Alright. So in this area, I think it's too low, you guys can't hear it, but there's like this constant like weird like in the background. Really creepy. Really creepy. Like if you're listening to stuff on your headphones, it's really creepy. Alright, he's gonna build it right here. While that's happening, we're gonna do the rubble. Let's do the rubble here. Oh, good God. Wow. Look at that. That ability does so much damage, especially now that our poison is like up. Can't wait to go higher level areas because it'll scale a lot better on the damage and the conditions and stuff. So that'll be really nice. And we're gonna have to fight the Ascalonian captain here in a minute, and he is kind of strong actually for this area. Oh, there's a rich iron vein. Do I have stuff I can mine this with? Iron is always nice to have. Oh, I did equip the unbreakable ones to him, didn't I? Yeah, I did. Alright. I kind of want to fight that guy. Where is he, though? Is he coming? Yeah, that guy up there. I'm sitting on your machine, fucker. Go. Alright, Godzilla got a bite in. Oh, there's the captain. Get him! He's gonna do some crazy shit now. He's gonna stop once he gets... Are you kidding me? Spew your poison on him. Do it. Oh god, he evaded. Oh, we still got him. He's gonna summon these like sand tornadoes in a second. Right there. There they are. Those are really cool. I love those. I wish we had a skill that would let us use those. It's really crazy to me that ArenaNet doesn't reuse some of those things for their elite specializations. They never do. There's a lot of skills that enemies use that have like animations that none of our skills have. But they don't reuse them. It'd be really cool to have an earth skill on the elementalist that summons those little tornadoes. I could even see it for a hammer, where you like slam down your hammer and it summons those like randomly in the area or something. Be cool. Alright, let's get this. What is that, an iron vein? Ugh, that's a rich iron vein. Gotta take it. When I see a rich vein, I want to get it. I want to get it. My pet's gonna kill all of you, just so you're all aware. Use your poison on him. See what they think about that. Oh, look at that, they're all dying. Well, I mean, I did warn him. I love their little, I wish I could like, I wish we could have this as a mount. One of these things? Like as a skimmer mount or something? I don't know. Floaty transport thing. Or like a smaller version of that or something. Alright, what else do I need? Just this area? What is it? One waypoint, 1 point of interest, and 1 heart. 1, 1, 1. Looked like there was something flying above me. Okay. I guess I'm missing a point of interest. The heart is right here. That's the waypoint, but where's the point of interest? Where art thou, my friend? Okay, let's hover over this. Oh, I forgot. It's the mining town. Okay, I'll go back to that. I forgot about that. No, it's not the cow thing. The cow thing is the event. This one. Oh god, I hate this one. I totally forgot about this. The ranch right here sucks. Sucks asshole. We have to catch the bugs and stuff. It's weird. It's really weird. Because you have to do it in like a specific amount of time, and it's just very tedious and not thought out very well, honestly. See if I can get credit for reviving this guy. Maybe I can get credit for fighting these guys. Use poison. Nope. That does not give me any. Lonely cow. There's certain commands you can do. Dignified, sleepy, depressed cow. I think you can like dance for the cow or something. Oops. Can I dance for the cow? Okay, not for this one. Stinky cow. There's a bunch of stinky cows. So you can definitely, what you can do is you can take a water bucket and you can clean the stinky cows. I know that. So that's really easy to do. You can just boop, boop, boop. Okay. And then you got to do like the bug catching. Wait, why can't I take it? So I have to talk to him first, right? Yeah, I want to catch one. Yeah, I can do that. Okay, so you can do like, let's do medium. Find a Chairless wasps. They're around water. So you gotta find one of these guys. You gotta take a jar and then take one of these and then feed it to a hungry... I thought you have to feed it to a hungry cow, don't you? Bring it back to him? I have one in my hand. It's really weird. Scoop jar. Catch. Offer the jar to nearby cattle. And that doesn't do anything. Okay. Maybe because I didn't do it in time. Let's do it again. Okay, I'll give it a try. Let's do medium again. Let's do another. So they'll change what you need to find. So we scoop, we get this, and then we want to feed it to this cow. Apparently this cow doesn't want our food. This bull. Yeah, so the bull took it and he loves it. But I didn't see that give us any credit, so it's really crappy. It's a really crappy hard to do, guys. It's probably one of my least favorites. Yeah, I'll give it a try. Let's do easy 1 minute. What does it want? Chairless fly swarm. That's right there. We got that. Okay, now we have that caught, and then we can offer it to a cow. The cow doesn't want that. This cow? Right in the butt. Right in the butt. Maybe the bull. Again, the bull likes it. No, no one likes it. Okay, whatever. Let's catch again. I don't know. This is like really weird. I don't like this, but it's okay.
Speak.
Yeah, whatever. Let's do hard. Let's do hard. We have 15 seconds to get a plain grub. There's one right there. Oh my god, it's so far away. Grab it. Wrong one. I gotta scoop it from the ground up. That's right. And let's offer it to this cow right here. Okay, I didn't even press the button and I consumed the item. It's so buggy. Why is this still a thing? Oh my god. See, this is why I want Arena to go back and change some of this. Ah, it's so annoying. Fly swarm. Chairless fly swarm. Got it. I caught this. Let's offer it to this guy. He doesn't want it. Do you want it? It doesn't give me any progress. It takes it out of my inventory and doesn't give me anything. It's so buggy. Okay, so we'll just not feed it. Let's do hard. Chairless wasp. Right here, we've done that many times, and we can just drop it. I don't think it gives me any different progress on any of this. I need to find a forest grub. Where the fuck are the forest grubs? Oh, they're probably right here. Yeah, right there. I see it. Does it give me different? I don't know if it gives me different.
Let's hear it.
Different progression. Fly swarm. Whoa! Did you see that? I'm not sure what happened there. Fly swarm. Fly swarm. Probably my least favorite heart, or one of my least favorite hearts, anyways. There's still 3 stinky cows, so let's go do that. Hopefully that'll finish it. And then I just gotta go back to the mining town, and then we're done. Please be enough. Please be enough. Oh, thank God. Alright, off to the mining town and we're done. Yay! We finished it. Alright, mining town is that way. I was like, it's somewhere around that way. Yep. I really wish we could go back to like pre-searing Ascalon. It's like, I know this is supposed to kind of look like pre-searing, but it doesn't. It looks more like the Char Homelands, which is cool in of itself, but pre-searing Ascalon had like this like I don't know, it was very peaceful looking. It was a lot greener rather than red. Like this is very red, right? Because of like the ground is very brown and the trees are very red and the tree trunks are brown, and you know their buildings look kind of brown grayish. So everything is like in this brown red tone. Where is the entrance for that? Is that over here? Nope. I think it's through here, isn't it? And then up that way? Yeah, I think that's where it is. Behind there. That's where it is. But like pre-searing Arsenal had like a lot of like green. It was like very green. Very, very green. Trees, and it's very peaceful. It'd be cool to have like a guild hall too. That kind of is like in pre-searing or something. Alright, so wish me luck. Hopefully we'll get a key. We got a key! Yes! Fantastic. That's our 4th key. Alright, let's put on some shoulder pads. Well, they're worse. Great. They're not even good shoulder pads. Okay, let's get rid of that. Let's break down everything. New. Let's open all of these. Jesus. My good God. That. Let's throw that away. Let's sell some stuff. Do we have a merchant somewhere? Yes. The repairs guy, I can just sell them to. Sell to him or whatever. I'll just sell this. All of it. Everything. Everything go. Bye. Did I sell something I wasn't supposed to? No. Looks good. Okay. Let's kind of sort that. No, this can go actually. Alright. Off we go to Kessex, guys. Kessex Hills. We'll go there from Swamp Lost. Yay! Another map done! So how much do we have of world completion done? 29, guys. We're a quarter of the way there. And I honestly will say that I think the ore maps will be easier because it doesn't have hearts. There's no hearts to do. So we just have to run around. The only thing that's going to be tough there is that some of the hero challenges are like defended by champions. And that's going to be a pain in the ass to deal with. So the Bloodstone Crazed Beast is here. So if anyone wants that, that's happening way down here. Alright. Come on, you want to fight me? You know you do. Come here, fucker. But yeah, Kryta used to be like super beachy. He used to have like all these beaches and sand and stuff, and it was a lot more tropical in the way that it was presented. You know, it did have some regular forests and stuff, with swamps specifically, which, you know, we get, you know, we have the big swamp right here. With the marshy areas around, you know, on the edges of the swamp. Even through here, if you go through here, that feels very swampy as well with the dead tree there and stuff. But other than that, there isn't really a lot of swamp going on. There's that swamp down here as well. But also no beaches. No beaches. Which is weird because we're so close to a lot of water. But then they barred this off and made Lake Doric not a lake anymore. And we don't have access to any of these. We used to have access to this. Like, remember how they had the watchtowers? That's always something that I didn't really understand. The watchtower situation. In Kryta, there used to be, which I don't know how many people really realized that they were there, but there were these big towers on the edges of there was 2 Great Lakes here. This is like the remnants of one of them, and then Divinity's Reach was like right on the bottom of one, and then there was supposed to be like another one. I don't know, there's like 2 of them, and they're not, you know, I don't know, it's weird. It's not really 2 anymore. It's now just a bunch of rivers. But it was interesting because you could go along the coast in Kryta. Like you would come from Lion's Arch, and you could go north, and you could go. They had one here, and there was actually the town of Demetra was actually in between both of them. Is that right? Or was it on the... I think it was in between. So one would be here, and then the other one was here. And then there was a path you could take through. But anyways, along the coast of those, you could find these towers that would be all around. And you could... A lot of them you could only see across from. Like, you would have to actually look across, and you could see that there's a tower. And I'll have to show them off one day in Guild Wars 1, because they're really cool, and it was very mysterious because there was even an area called the Watchtower Coast, which actually had a lot of them on that map, and that's why it was called that. But when you actually look into the lore of those towers, they were actually built to defend against a force from the north, but they keep on talking about like unknown force, like no one knows which force that was protecting or why they were built, really, like, what exactly was attacking Kryta coming from the north, which of course it could be, they could be talking about the Mersat, because we still, as far as we think anyways, they're from the Isles of Janthir, which would mean that they were coming from the north, and their prison being over here as well kind of indicates that, like, this is where their society lives, right? So it's like it would be natural for them to be coming from the north, and maybe they fought the humans at some point in prior history, and we never heard about it. I don't know. It's really strange. But then they also have what they did in Lake Doric. At the very tip of Lake Doric, they actually kept one of those watchtowers. That is what that tower is supposed to be. I don't know if people realize that as well. I don't know if people get that is supposed to be one of those watchtowers. And it's weird because the ghosts in Lake Doric, in the forest, you have the about, like, actually that's the forest is like right up here, and then the tower is like right here or something. I don't know. No, I don't know how long the map is. So whatever. Anyways, the forest is like right here, and in that forest you have that event with the spirits that come to life or whatever, and they do talk about these watchtowers, and they're like, oh, the towers, I see the towers or something, and you can actually like answer them like, what towers are you talking about, and you never get an answer to it. And it's so weird because it's such something so random that, talking about these watchtowers that used to exist there back then, and these spirits are from those like times back then when those towers were like still pretty prominent in that northern area of our available like Kryta, pretty much. Just like really strange to me. I don't know, and we never got an explanation as to like these towers, what they are, what they were used for, who built them, and why they weren't, because they could easily have been like become outposts, especially in the war in Kryta, where you actually fight the White Mantle and the Mersat like way in the open. They could have utilized those towers, but they don't. And then they kind of just get forgotten, and then they just get brought back in season 3, and then again never touched on. So it's just kind of this weird situation with those towers. It'd be cool to hear about, like, maybe they, because in Lake Doric we deal with a lot of centaurs, right? We deal, which of course is not unsurprising, because we know that the centaurs are coming from the woodland cascades. There's a lot of indication on this. They've never outright said it, I don't think, but when you look at Harathi hinterlands, there's actually a lot of indication where they talk about reinforcements from the north. There's always like more centaurs from the north, or the buildings to the north. Like if you're looking up, there's always these extra buildings on the cliffs, indicating that is where the centaurs are coming from, that is their homeland. They live out in the woodland cascades. And we were, for Icebreed Saga, supposed to actually have a map here, as far as I know. We were supposed to have something with centaurs. So these, dealing with Lake Doric and having that watchtower that has all the crazed centaurs around it, which was caused by the White Mantle. But that again is indication that maybe those towers were built to fight the centaurs. Maybe there was a fight at some point against the centaurs, like a big war, many years ago, where they were trying to invade. Which now sounds very familiar for us, but back then for us, having centaurs invade Kryta, is kind of strange. They were everywhere in Kryta, but they weren't ever like enforced to the point where they wanted to fight humans and take them over. So it'd be kind of cool to like maybe see that, hear that, whatever. Be. Thank you for the heals. Someone got healed. To maybe have something, because granted we didn't get that map in Icebreath Saga, but I also feel like I'm for that particular like part of the world, I'm actually happy that we didn't get to, because I feel like that would have torn the story even further apart, right? Because Icebreath Saga in the beginning, as far as they made us believe, it had to do with everything Jormag, which were Norn. It was supposed to be very Norn and Coden, right? We saw a lot of Coden stuff going on. But then going into it, it was very Char-centric. There was a lot of Char stuff going on. So we kind of had the Norn story kind of be on the back burner. There wasn't a lot of story for that. The Coden only had like one release that they were actually really there. And they didn't really like, it was the second part of PR Marches, and they didn't really have like a significant role, not as much as they were kind of shown to have in the trailer for it. So having a third party, pretty much a third center stage party come in and be like, oh yeah, it's gonna be Char, Norn, and Centaur, would have been probably way too big of a scope for them to do in a story like Living World. I mean, expansion-wise, they probably could have, but I don't know why I'm fighting this guy. We're leaving. Come to me. But I think it still leaves the available avenue of like us maybe eventually going to the Woodland Cascades. We've never really been to the Woodland Cascades ever. Like, we've gotten, you have, like, the Floxen Mines, which in Guild Wars 1 you can actually, like, walk to. You're a little bit more on the, like, it's, like, there's a map here, and it's on the, like, most northern part of it, or whatever. It's probably a little bit further up here, actually. Whatever. I don't know where it is. But, and you enter it, but you don't actually, like, you kind of get to see, like, a small corner of the Woodland Cascades. Like, you don't actually get to see the whole thing, right? And this is, like, very brown. This makes me believe, like, there's a lot of, like, Char settlements going on. I mean, we know that, this is the tallest mountain, right? This is where Dragonstorm takes place, which is, Anvil Rock. Were we on the lowest layer? I think we were on the lowest layer. Anvil Rock right here. And we get to see it destroyed in Guild Wars 2 by... oh, there's Drathor. Let's deal with those merchants. No, come here. Let's get these minions. Let's kill these bone minions. Okay, well that didn't really work, did it? That's okay. Bone minion, attack the Drathor's minion. Oh my god, they're walking so fast. Attack!
Controlling me. I can't help.
Echo, because you're saying the same exact text in the same voice. It's very, that was very strange. I was like, what is happening? It's like in my head. I'm like, God, is that you? Are you talking to me? Or do you need help? What do you need help with, God? Like, I don't believe in you, but I'll help you out. It's fine. I'm a nice guy. Nice, we got it. right, let's get this. But I would really like to see some kind of expansion, or not necessarily expansion. I think it would be a waste for an expansion, but have a living world story. Maybe take us to the Woodland Cascades, and maybe to this delta over here, and maybe you know, like maybe the northern part of Divinity's Reach, which we do know there used to be a map that was supposed to be implemented. It was this gigantic map right outside of Divinity's Reach. And you can probably, the data still exists out there, and there's a ton of videos on it as well. But it's this map that was supposed to be like the back half of and it was called Lake Doric, until they eventually they scrapped it. They never made it a map, and then they eventually made Lake Doric just this side of Divinity's Reach, and they never did the other parts. But it would be nice to have, you know, not even if we're not doing this side, if we're just doing the northern side, to kind of see, maybe have a map that leads into this, like have a map here that we can look into, like those areas there. Be kind of cool. But like as a living world thing, I don't know. You know, if we're talking about like going to the Isles of Janthier as an expansion, I would maybe have like something where like we go to the delta here as like a staging ground. So you have a map here that leads from Divinity's Reach into here, and then we have like a port town maybe out here in the delta, or like on the side or something, and from there we sail across, because they have like anti-aircraft like turrets or something that we can't use airships to get there, or some bullshit, you know, some weird shit. And then go to the Isles of Janthier. I don't know.
I have given your debts value. Your flesh will serve those that
Oh, Draethor is up with Arya Venom.
Stop hiding in your cave.
I really like her. She's really cool because she has like a mohawk, and she makes like these flesh golems. There he is. I don't know if I can defeat him, guys. Gonna be tough.
Strong words, little one, but we are not afraid.
Okay, go. Use your poison. Okay, we're doing okay so far. How much damage does he do? I want to see. He doesn't do any damage. Who's he attacking? He must be attacking one of the other flesh golems. Okay, I'll save my healing. Oh, he attacked once. That's okay. It's good that Godzilla has like a self-heal as well. Okay, he just summoned a bunch of others. If we use the poison, we should be able to... See that? See that? Oh, look at that. Look at that. That poison attack does a ton of damage. We have one of the worms is still alive, but that's okay. Oh, let's heal. That field is killing him. Just watching down here at the bar. But yeah, it would be really cool. I will talk about those, because I really think that's worth going to, or, you know, for the expansion, you know, just the expansion that I'm thinking of, I think would be just so much fun to, like, play through. I don't know. Alright, well, we're doing really well. Oh, no, he just died. That's okay. We'll swap. We'll have the Morello go in. We'll have the Morello use this poison field, which gives him, look at that, 11 stacks of poison. I'm getting attacked. I'm trying to stay behind my Morello. They're still attacking me. Attack Arya instead. I'm gonna heal. Come on, give me back my poison field. My poison field is gonna do so much damage. Are you kidding me? Oh, and she just summoned more flesh golems. Holy crap.
I am ready to serve.
Oh my god, and it says I'm ready to serve, which is a risen voice too. That's really creepy and super cool. Alright, long range poison attack. Hey, Boop Starbuck, help out. Nice job. We did it. Alright, cool. That was fun.
Such useful vessels. Their accomplishments in death have far exceeded those in life.
Let's get that. Blackhaven is much safer, thanks to you.
People who smile with just lips. They're obviously.
I mean, there's so many areas that I really want to see, you know, in Guild Wars 2. Just looking at this map in particular, you know, beside this area up here, I would really like to see, like, you know, the Coden traveled through here. Not sure exactly how they did that because this is I don't know, but they traveled through here. So seeing maybe their homeland, maybe the actual northern ocean where they come from. Of course, going to the right here, we've never been able, like the Blaze Ridge Mountains have always been, you know, something they talked about, and a lot of the Char stuff is still going on this side too. And then you like look at this and it's like, ooh, there's a lake out there and stuff. Dazala over here, like some mountainous area. This is apparently where the harpies come from. The desert harpies, they kind of, this is the area that they come from. They kind of come down from the mountains and travel. That's kind of, oh my god, there's a lot talking going on. I can't. There's 4 conversations happening, including mine. I'm like, I can't deal with it. It's like trying to listen to like one person while I'm talking, but then there's 3 people talking, and I'm like, no, absolutely not. Too much input, and I'm gonna explode. Alright, we're on here. I've always wanted to have a map here. I really think that they could make this a map, like even these little islands. They could have a little map that includes these islands right here, and attach it to, like Radasum or something, and have this. You know, when you look at this, these two have. I don't know what's going on with the map thing today. It's like fucking up. You know, they together have one 15 to 25 map. Right, every other race has their own. You have Queensdale that goes to Kessex, and then you have Wayfarer, which goes to Snowden Drifts, and then you have Plains of Ashford, which goes to DSF Plateau, for all the other races, right? But these two have only one, which goes in here. It'd be really cool to have another map down here. Maybe that was like 15 to 25 or something, as like another leveling map, and have those like cool delta, because we used to be able to walk through here. Again, this was like there was an outpost way on the southern tip here in Guild Wars 2. It was like way down here, wasn't it? Yeah. And you have that spider cave on the side here, the Magus stones. It's a really cool area with a lot of like there was a lot of like just random Assyrian technology and stuff that you could actually find around. But it'd be cool to have, like, be able to go through there and see those things. Like, I've always wanted to go there. Of course, Dominion of Winds. Hell yeah, are you kidding? Kind of the Sandswept Isles, seeing the northern part would be really cool. Like, there's this crater, maybe the crater that Kraugotork went to. That would be kind of cool to see as well. Scavenger's Causeway, right? It's something that we know, like, there have been many invasions that even the Char took the Scavenger's Causeway when they came from way up here, right? So they traveled all the way down through the desert to invade, because we know that they came through the Scavenger's Causeway. So they traveled all the way down here, right past like Ascalon and stuff, and these, you know, these were like very treacherous mountains. They weren't very green back then. They were all like, this is Dragnos Forge. Like, this is Dragnos Forge right here. This was all like the middle of the mountains kind of thing. This was all snowed over. So they didn't go through there. Like, they were kind of cut off there. Like, they couldn't get through because Kryta was in the way, you know. So they had to go all the way around and through here. So there's like shit here. Like, there's stuff here. It's not just like an empty desert. There's people there. There's people that live there. Or at least you think there's people there. don't know, so many areas I would love to see. Just, you know, one day have a complete map of Guild Wars 2. At least like of Central Tyria. Like where not one area is like hidden away. Where like everything is accessible. That would be insane. That would be really fucking crazy. I don't know, the effect would kind of, it wouldn't be as impressive just because of how it's instance anyways. You know, you have like portals you have to go through and stuff, and you have like mountains in between, like these rugged mountains that kind of divide everything, which weren't here in Guild Wars 1. But it's still something that I would like to see. All these little areas, you know, we're going to the Wizard's Tower. I did talk about that in the Lore Mystery Bits episode. You know, the tower being something very mysterious that I would like to see. But it's always something that, you know, people are like, could be a raid wing, could be a hub, could be a, you know, something. Like, eh. What's a fief? What's a fief? It says Wizard's Fief? What is that? I don't know what that word means. I'm not sure why these elementals are fighting each other. Bam! Alright. Oh, someone just did this. Okay.
You need to learn how to. We have a taker.
We have a taker. Go, Godzilla! You can do it. I believe in you. Use your poison and end this. Yeah. Oh, someone's helping. Okay, I was like, who's applying poison? Ah, Godzilla would have made that by himself. Thank you anyways, though. Da, 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 da. There's a lot of little mysteries, and I want ArenaNet. Like, I like that we're going back to Cantha. I think that's something that's been long overdue for us to be doing, right? But I want ArenaNet for like anything after that to just look at existing areas. And I'm not saying, oh, just Guild Wars 1 stuff, like not that, because a ton of those areas that I mentioned, like I think, and actually all of those areas are places we've never been to in Guild Wars 1. So it's just like explore new areas, but areas that like are already on the map. Like, don't create new areas in places that we don't want to see, because that's just dumb. So I don't know. Maybe they'll do Guild Wars 3 after this, after End of Dragons. Who knows? If End of Dragons ever releases, if we ever get a release date for it. That's funny. I'm not pessimistic. I just get annoyed. I just want to know. I know that they're keeping it for the stream, and I know they want to just. It'll be February 28th, but just actually seeing it black on white would be really fucking cool. Actually have Ruby tell me, whispered in my ear while I'm watching the stream, like, "Hey, it's coming out." I'm like, "Ah, finally." It's just like it's a very gratifying, like, I don't know, feeling where you're just like, the wait is over, guys. It's almost here. Cause man, come on, we're going back to Cantha. That's fucking amazing. That's really cool. I'm really excited. No, Kyrie, whatever her name is. No one's helping you. Why isn't her text showing up? There it is. It's Kari. Kyrie is from Kingdom Hearts. I get those mixed up all the time. What am I supposed to say? I have to go in there. Let's go in the cave, and then let's... Oh, God, I hate that cave. That cave is very confusing and very dangerous, but we're going through it. Gotta go through it. Gotta do... Oh, no, I have to... I forgot. It's the cave down below with Kari. Oh, shit. That's okay. We'll do a loop-de-loop. Let's do a loop-de-loop. Let's do this first. I always thought the observatory down here was one as well, but it's not. I know it's a jumping puzzle, but I don't know. Whatever. We'll get it done. Okay. Yay. Is Scar in view? And then I gotta jump down. I always hate that there's no way back up the hill. Like, You're making me jump down, and then I have to, like, there's no way back up. I mean, is there? I don't think there is. Look at this lonely ram. He's just by himself up here. Ooh. Ew. Ew. Look at me. I'm a secret agent. Climbing the cliffs on the side. Okay, that leads nowhere. I felt really cool for a second. Alright, we're leaving again. Goodbye. We're back and we're leaving again. So many mysteries in Guild Wars 1, or Guild Wars, well, in the Guild Wars universe in general, that I'd really like to revisit and just kind of expand upon. I don't know, it's just, the thing is, like, my question is also, like I said, I think of the future as well, right? I think of, like, what's after End of Dragons, because we are talking about, you know, we're going to Cantha. And when we went to Path of Fire, all the subsequent the season 4 of the Living World was actually in the desert as well. Most of them, anyways. They were all in that southern area, at least. You know what I mean? They were all down here in this region. None of them were in Central Tyria. So it's like, is that what we're doing as well? Are we doing like 4 maps in Cantha, and that's not all of Cantha, and then we're gonna get more of Cantha in the next Living World? When is the next Living World? Man, I really need Arena to communicate better with us on this stuff. You know, like, recently on Reddit, someone talked about, like, oh, we're not getting any communication from them, blah, blah, blah. We need, like, a roadmap on what's going on. And then they're like, well, they did release a roadmap. I'm like, yeah, they did until the release of End of Dragons. They gave us a roadmap of what's happening, but we're like almost done with this roadmap, so I hope that they give us another one after End of Dragons. I don't know, I feel like, because also it's a new year, like, I'm the type of person where I'm like, okay, it's a new year, you gotta have plans. Like, I just made my plans for the next year and stuff. Like, I'm the type of person, I'm like, okay, you know, time is a construct made by humans, you know, like, that it's all construct, but you know, which I still think is like, you know, whatever. It's, you know, it's not one of those things where it's like, it's a new year, it's a new me, like, do all these resolutions and stuff. But it's a good way to kind of say, like, just look at, you know, your life or the things you're doing or whatever, and just kind of like, okay, where do I want to go from here? It's like a good reset point, you know, because it's a reset point for the rest of the world as well. So it's kind of nice to use that as a, like, a little, okay, let's see what we can do from this point. So it'd be nice to have, I think a lot of game developers do it where it's like, okay, it's the end of the year, or it's a new year, and we want to show you the what's going on next, right? And it's like, we'll show you the next thing that's going on. But I think with ArenaNet, their communication is like, just, it's just not their priority. They don't, I can't attack this? Oh, that's really annoying. Maybe I can spew poison at it. Well, that worked. Well, now he's attacking this. Okay, I need to heal him. He could do it. Easy peasy. He's about to destroy them. And that crab got nothing on him. Yeah. Woo! Very bouncy lava balls. Like beach balls, just a little hotter. It's like, if the beach isn't hot enough, try our new lava balls. Now with 50% more hotness. Alright. Or like 100,000 degrees more hotness. No clothing. No clothing. Very sad. There's no clothing here. Oh, the Siege Master? I don't want to do that. We're on the southern tip here. Oh, I missed that. Great. Let's go back. I missed it. And I can't use waypoints, so What a terrible thing. We'll have to walk back. I forgot. I'm sorry. Thought I was being thorough, but apparently I was not. It's because I'm talking too much crap about the world of Tyria. The world of Tyria is super fun. And I'm really sad that they had these like canceled projects and stuff, you know, like whatever they were. Guild Wars 3, I mean, a lot of them looked like they were still in Tyria, so it could have been a Guild Wars 3. There was even that mobile game. Like, even if it's not anything, even if it was, let's say it would have been a MOBA, or it would have been, should we help Gort? We can help Gort. We can, oh, I see you in there. I say that all the time. I say that all the time, guys. That's a quote that is, I'm like, I see you in there, fucker. I see what you're doing in there. It's that or what's happening in there, which is a Dessa quote. But I say those two all the time. But yeah, any of those games would have given us more lore and more background on a lot of those things, to the point where I don't know, it just feels nice to get that, you know, any lore. Like I said, we've been the people that have been interested in lore have been very deprived of the lore for Icebreath Saga, just because of the way that Icebreath Saga was handled, and that's very sad. And I'm gonna keep on saying that until I get new lore. I'm gonna whine about it until I get new lore to talk about, because everything else in the community has been talked about to death, right? And there's just so much speculation that I can do on these things. Whoa, he just got bashed. Oh, you don't do that. Oh, you don't do that with my pet. He's gonna fuck you up. He's gonna spew his poison and he's gonna fuck you up. I honestly think that I'm gonna try the Morello here. Let's try the Morello in his poison field. I think it's a little bit more effective of a poison field, or a poison in general. Just because it lasts a little bit longer, and it's a field, so it can just hit more people. Dude, that fucking Eden is like following me. Now fuck that guy up. I see you in there. Get up, Morello. Yeah, fucking dingus. I don't like the way he looks, though. He's so ugly. Yeah. I don't want your treasure. Your treasure is garbage anyways. You get like a blue out of it. I don't care. If Morellos didn't look so creepy, then I'd run with the Morello, but you know what? Nah, I'm good. This area in particular, I remember, man, you know, it's so funny because I read these posts all the time and I never feel that way. But when I come to this particular map, and specifically in this area, I get very nostalgic for like the first like week of playing Guild Wars 2. Because I don't know, I have these fond memories of specifically this waterfall. And like just being in love with this waterfall, like the way it looked. And I remember doing the like the barricade, like you can do the escort mission here and it has like a barricade event, and just doing the personal story here with the humans. Like I don't know, that all happened in that same area, and that was like, to me, that was very significant, I guess. I don't know, it's stuck in my mind to this day, where I can like still think of it now and so vividly. And I see those posts all the time where people are like, oh man, I wish I could go back to my first leveling experience. And I never like, I'm like, you know, I don't know. I'm like, I remember there was a lot of bullshit that happened in my first playthrough and a lot of these things. You know, there was a lot of dying. There was a lot of like not knowing what to do. There was a lot of things I missed. Like I didn't do dungeons on my first, like I didn't do dungeons, guys, until like a year into the game. Like, I tried dungeons early on. I sucked at them because I didn't know how to play the game. So I sucked really bad in my blues and greens. And I kind of just did, like, other stuff. You know, dungeons were our, like end game back then, but I didn't do them. I did other stuff. I did whatever. I ran around, made new characters, whatever. And I kind of regret that. You know, there's a lot of things that I missed there that I would have liked to have seen, experienced. You know, I heard about, I read all the posts on Reddit about the community and the dungeons and all the things. Like, I was up to date on all of it, but I didn't participate in any of it, which is kind of sad. But I don't know. So my leveling experience was, my first leveling experience was kind of my world completion experience was very exciting, just because, again, it was early on in the game, and it was with an elementalist, with my first guy that ever, you know, leveled up or whatever, and I did world completion with him, and I haven't done it since. I've only ever done it with one character. Hey, yes. Well, my thing is that I'm doing it only on YouTube, and I choose to sometimes multi-stream, like right now. So that's why you see me on Twitch, but I'm mostly on YouTube. I'm on YouTube 3 days a week. So I don't know. I jump between multi-streaming and not multi-streaming all the time. I don't know. I can never decide what I want to do. I'm a very indecisive person, guys. I'm terrible at making decisions. Oh, he has hearts over his head because he's eating. Well, we can kill him before he gets to eat. Spew you poison, but welcome nonetheless. Well, thank you. I appreciate that. I would really appreciate that. Yeah, for anyone else that would like to see my stuff, I release videos on YouTube as well, so if you guys want to check those out, I have a bunch of stuff there. I don't have anything YouTube or Guild Wars related right now. Oh, I don't know why I didn't carry this all the way. But I just released a Pokemon video, so if you guys want to check that out, that's there. I'd really appreciate it. I really do appreciate everyone that watches. I do all the time. But yeah, so I don't know. I'm trying to like decide whether I want to I think I'm gonna stick with the multi-stream, especially with End of Dragons coming out. So you'll see me on Twitch a lot as well. I think I'm gonna kind of stick with it, just to get a lot more viewers in. I want to get more bigger viewership, and I know that the viewership on Twitch is just a lot bigger than on YouTube. On YouTube, I just can't get a lot of people to watch, which, you know, YouTube isn't known for streaming, so it's kind of like whatever. Oh, thank you, Guild Wars 1. Well, I've been thinking about, so I kind of talked about this a little bit. So there is a video that I'm planning on doing after End of Dragons comes out. And it will be about both Guild Wars 1 and Guild Wars 2. It'll be a joint thing. I'm not sure how everything is kind of going with that. So that'll be something that's coming out sometime after End of Dragons. It's gonna take me a while to get that done. One video, Guild Wars 1 related video that's coming out, is I'm working on the Kaining City. That's the last video of the tour that I need to do on you know, because we have the Kaining City stream coming shortly, and for every stream that they have made for every area, I've made like a playthrough of the area in Guild Wars 1, and put up a video of it on YouTube. So that's gonna happen. That's definitely gonna happen. So I mean, it's more for the people that don't play Guild Wars 1, really, because Guild Wars 1 is just something that a lot of people, like, either you play it or you know nothing of it, kind of thing. So not for me. I did finish Prophecies beforehand. I didn't get into Guild Wars 2 until Factions came out, but I wanted to play the main game first. So I had known about Guild Wars 2 Prophecies before like Factions came out or whatever. So I went back and I did the thing where I was like, no, I want to do the proper way and blah 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 blah, whatever. So but yeah, I just recently did a playthrough of it on the channel as well. I don't know if you were there for that. You might have been there for that. I'm not sure. But it was on my YouTube channel. I did streams. We did a playthrough. I also did a Vanquish of it. Of the Canton area. Not all of them, but most of the areas. I I didn't show all the areas, I don't think. But I finished my Vanquish of Cantha. I finished it off stream, but I did do a lot of that, so. It's very true. There's a lot of areas that I just talked about this where, what was it that I talked about earlier? Oh, with Ascalon. You know, a lot of people don't understand like the history of Ascalon and like, you know, the item like Althea's Ashes, right? Which is one of the Ascended accessories that you can have, which has like a lot of meaning for Guild Wars 1 players, specifically Prophecies players. You know, and that sort of thing. But I kind of, because I love both communities, and I think they're both great communities. The Guild Wars 1 community is amazing, Guild Wars 2 community is amazing, and I think that they're very divided because they're very different games, but they are based off of the same lore. So I'm trying to like kind of connect that, you know. And I made those tour videos, and they're not very popular. Not a lot of people watch them, but I have them there for people to show other people. You know, it's for the people that want to know about the area, but that don't want to play through Guild Wars 2 or 1. You know, I mean, I do that kind of stuff for the people that don't want to do that. So it's there for people to see. She's great. Yeah, she, you know, it's weird. Like in Guild Wars 1, we get to meet her. You know, it's like Althea is like someone that we meet, and that doesn't really, you know, it has a different meaning for people that played that game. All right, so we're almost done with skirmishing here, guys. Nice. So at level 71, we can have our third line. And then we're good to go. That's fantastic. All right, I'm going kind of north. I kind of ignored that for a second. We'll go back there. I do want to get this and then do that. Yeah, I know. There's a lot of things. Yeah, and you point out exactly those things. Those are exactly like the type of things that have way more impact if you know the story of Guild Wars 1. You know, Koss being like this guy that's by your side all of Nightfall. You know, the whole game you play with him by your side. And that has a completely different impact for Guild Wars 2 only players versus people that have played Guild Wars 1. You know, for us that played, you know, going into that cave and seeing him show up there and being like, oh my god, it's fucking Koss, you know, the cool guy Koss, like, that's awesome. You know, it makes me like, even now, like, I'm smiling because it made me so happy when I saw that. I remember like, oh my god, I can't believe it, it's Koss, you know. It's cool, but it just has different impact. Yeah, it is sad. It is, but you know, I'm gonna be honest. It's probably my least favorite fractal. Is that particular fractal? I hate that fractal so much. Oh god. Like every time I see it, I'm like, ugh. I don't like the ones that are like really long and annoying and stuff.
We must hold this ground.
Yeah, kill him. Spew your poison. Oh my god, these knockdowns. Great. Thank you, Smugma, for taking all of the credit. Oh, bag of loot. Huh. There was a Skrit burglar here? I'll take free loot. 1 and 2 and 3. Oh, and the big. Yeah. Ooh, I got some new gloves. Look at that. Other than that, that's it. That's it.
The northern gate is lost. Regroup.
Oh no, you can't do that. Like lore-wise connect. Oh man. I gotta go with the super obvious one. I really want to see Togo. I want to see Togo's spirit. Like, I want him to help us. Like, to the point where, I don't know, we're trying to defeat the dragons or trying to do something. And we're like, let's ask the old heroes of Cantha and we go to like Togo's like monument in the temple of Tanakai Temple, and we speak to him. Like that would be like, I'd be in tears. I'd be like, that's Master Togo. Menlo, yeah, Menlo is good too. I don't know. Menlo was one of those. To me, he was the like he's like the isekai. Like he's like the super popular guy. You know, everyone loves her. All the women love her, love him, especially in Cantha. You know, you go through and you have all the women are, you know, after him, and Sin always gets jealous and stuff, and he's always almost like the pretty boy that's so popular. So I was always like never really into like I like Menlo, but I was like, yeah, you know, everyone like loves Menlo, so I'm like, yeah, I don't know if I'm really into that. But Togo for me, like he was my grandfather. I don't know, it's like I feel like he was the guy that taught us everything, and he was with us on all these journeys and stuff, and then like he like sacrifices himself. Like I don't know, it's really sad. And so that would be one that, and we know his spirit exists in the temple, right? Because that's where he goes after the main story in the game and stuff. So we know that he's there, so it'd be really cool to actually see him. So that's one that I would like to see. We're obviously gonna get Kunavang, right? So Kunavang is definitely gonna be there. So that's like a given already, I think. So I'm not super huge on that, but that's something that I'm looking forward to a lot as well. Like seeing what her story really is and how she ties in with the Elder Dragons. Like, is she a champion of Bubbles, or is she something completely different? Is she like maybe she's a lieutenant of a dragon that passed away before and we don't even know who that is, or maybe she has nothing to do with the dragons. Like, I don't know. Just Kunavang is like a big thing because, you know, dragons, end of dragons kind of thing. So, but there's so many little things though, where I'm just like, so many little things where I'm like, you know, I want to know what happened to the monastery. Like, are we gonna hear about, you know, all those, like, you know, because Menlo became like the new master of the monastery, but we also had all these other masters that were there. Like, are we gonna hear anything of them? Are we gonna see them in any capacity? Like, there's a lot of stuff. I'm really looking forward to it. Really looking forward to it. You know, one thing I totally forgot is we're getting little boats. Like, I read a Reddit post today about like all the things that you're getting. Like, someone asked like what you're getting with the expansion or whatever, and then someone was like, yeah, you get skiffs. I'm like, that's right, we're getting boats for whole party sizes. Like, that was crazy to me. Yeah, fishing I'm not super, like, I'm happy. It's so weird for me because I'm really happy for fishing. Like, I'm so stoked for happy for fishing. I'm really stoked for it, but only for other people, because I know there's a ton of people that are going to enjoy fishing. I'm going to be like, I don't know. I think I'm not going to enjoy it. I never have enjoyed fishing, not in real life and not in games ever. It's never been one where I'm like, ooh, man, fishing, it's so much fun. Like, it's never been. I've hated fishing in any aspect. But I'm really excited for it because there's a ton of people that I know that are looking forward to it, and I'm really happy for them. So I'm just like, yeah, we're getting fishing, guys. Woo! Even though I'm going to hate my life doing it, but I'm going to do it. I want to get all the fish. Got to catch all the fish. What did they say? Like 200 fish? In all of, like, Tyria? Oh, man. In all of Tyria and Cantha and Lona and stuff. I'm like, it's gonna be such a pain grinding it out. I really hope they make it fun. I really want to make it fun. Yeah, you know, or just, like, chat and hang out with people. Being, like, I want to be the one that, like, drives the boat around for people to fish. Like, I want to do that. Oh, there's an eagle, guys. You can get an eagle. Let's get one. Hell yeah. And it is bleeding. So let's equip it. I used to love using an eagle in Guild Wars 1. I remember, like, they would grow in Guild Wars 1. That's one that I really miss. Is that the actual pets would grow in size. Oh man, I really wish they would bring that back. Like, they don't have to significantly like grow, but like it'd be really cool to have them grow. Like the owl and the raven, they're so tiny. Oh, holy crap. Scratch your eyes out. Lacerating slash. Yeah, the whole concept, because you could like train your pets to be like different and like have different stats and stuff, which I understand is probably a little bit hard with the like lowering of your stats and stuff to kind of do, and the way the systems work. But I just think, first of all, the options on pets is very limited. I would love to, like, there's so many more pets that they could have, so many more pets than this. Because they can just like copy the, like all the drakes, for example, they all have the same stats. They just have like one different ability. They don't even have to do that. They can have like just all these different pets that are like modeled after other pets. I would love to see another owl model. I would love to see another bird model. Another dog. We only have one dog model. Like, what about the Basenji that we have in like Alona? Like, I would love to have that as a pet. You know, like different dog models. Like only having one, and it being like, you know, the Crichton Drake count, like, it's like, whatever. I would like to see that improve. Whoa. Whoa.
You're dead.
Okay, I love how that reset. Okay, we're leaving. Come on, bird. Let's go. We're gonna play with our bird a little bit. The eagle. I love how he's like a bald eagle, like with a white head, and that's not even what he is. On the picture. All right, let's follow this caravan up there. But yeah, I'm really stoked for it. I'm really excited for it. I know a lot of people are kind of like questioning, like, what's the big feature? There's not even a big feature for it. I'm like, I don't care. I don't care. We're getting lore. We're getting done with the dragons. Like, I'm kind of over the dragons at this point. I mean, I'm a lore guy. We all know this. I'm all about the lore. I'm all about the story. I'm all about the characters. I'm all about, like, learning these new things and stuff, blah, blah, blah. But honestly, I'm done with the fucking dragons, okay? I'm over it. I want to go somewhere else. I want to do something else. I want to deal with a different story. This has dragged on long enough. I thought we'd be done way before this, honestly. Like, if someone were to tell me, like, in the beginning of Guild Wars 2, having just defeated Zaitan, and someone asked me, like, how long do you think it's going to take us to defeat all the dragons? I'd be like, like 5 years. And I would have been wrong. Incredibly wrong. Go attack. Kya. I like the movements, so. Well, thank you. I appreciate that. I appreciate when people agree with my points. That's good to know. It's good to know that people think the same way. Because I always get very like, am I too radical on the way that I think? Am I too like open, honest, and not not necessarily concerned, but do I not care about what the developers like go through or have to do or whatever? But I'm like, yeah, well, I mean, I get all that, but I just at this point I'm like, come on, just let me do something else. I think we're all ready for something else. We've all dealt with the Elder Dragons, and we are kind of done with them. I think, anyways. And there's so many other things. So this video that I'm talking about, so for someone that it's good that you're there, because like I'm kind of looking for some feedback. So my idea on this video that I'm making on this expansion, and I'm kind of zooming out here, is because I want to look at an expansion that deals with the Isles of Janthier. Okay, and you guys can kind of see it. I know my thing is blocking it a little bit, but the Isles of Janthier. Okay, but what I want to do is I want 2 expansions, which already, yes, I know is impossible. I get it. Whatever. Okay, it's my dream. I'm just you know, dreams have no bounds. So so what I would like to see is I would like to see an expansion release for both Guild Wars 1 and Guild Wars 2. Both take place in the Isles of Janthier, but obviously like 250 plus years apart from each other, right? Like 260 years apart from each other. And what I would like to see is in Guild Wars 1, so the kind of the to set the premise of like how this would work is you would go in Guild Wars 1, you would go to the Isles of Janthier to see if, like, you know, the Mursad have been defeated, right? We know that Larenthier is the last one of the Mursad and he flees, right? And maybe there could be a setup about how we look for him or something and we want to defeat him. And we like, okay, let's go to the Isles of Janthier because that is where he fled to, or whatever. I don't know. Some kind of reason to go there. And we find, because, and this is something that's based off of Guild Wars 2 actually, is we have a prison here, right? And this is the Mursad prison. What if there's like a prison up here? And we find, and, you know, call me crazy, but we find seers up there. There's seers that they have captured, and they're just there, but the Mursad have left, and the only thing that's there is the jade armors that are now protecting the prison, that are just they're guarding the prison. That's all they're doing up there. And we help the seers break out that are there, and they now tell us at this point that they're trying to pretty much take over the island, and we have to defeat the pretty much the leftover jade armors. And there's a jade armor boss, and there's dungeons you have to go into where you have to, like, I don't know, defeat like leftover, you know, something. Maybe there's even a Mursad left, like other Mursad or something, whatever. And we help them establish this colony, right? They decide that, okay, the Mursad have all been eliminated. We're gonna live here now. This is our home. We're gonna take over whatever is left from the Mursad, and we're gonna take over the technology and stuff. And in Guild Wars 2, we now go there for whatever reason. There's some kind of struggle. The seers have opened a portal to, you know, to the mists, but it's like demons are coming through or something, whatever, I don't know. And we get, as the commander, we get the call, and we're like, okay, we got to venture up there. We got to help them out. We got to defeat the demons. We got to help them. And we discover the civilization that we have rescued 260 years ago, right? We help them. So we kind of go there, and maybe the seers are like immortal. So maybe we even see seers that existed in Guild Wars 1, and we can actually talk to them or whatever. And we learn that, you know, more about the myths and more about the seers and the Mursad and stuff. But the main point of the expansions, of both of the expansions, would be that they would have a Hall of Monuments system, but for both sides. So that, for example, in Guild Wars 1, I could earn rewards for Guild Wars 2. And in Guild Wars 2, earn rewards for Guild Wars 1. And give us a reason to play both expansions and get a benefit from it. They already have a website and a setup where you can earn rewards between the two games, with the Hall of Monuments. But it would kind of tie both communities together, because it would enable you to go there and play the stuff and kind of see it. And that way Guild Wars 2 players wouldn't feel left out. And like, you know, we're going to Cantha, and the people that didn't play factions, they don't know what the fuck's going on. Like, they don't know about Cantha. So it's like, they kind of feel left out. But in this way, they can play it because it's a brand new expansion that was released at the same time. So they'd be playing it at the same time as Guild Wars 1 players would be playing it, right? And I think that's like a good money making, right? Because you'd be selling 2 expansions. Oh, okay, no worries. And yeah, and it would make the games connect, right? It would make the games pretty much the same, like, on the same, like, playing field, where you now have expansions for both games, because they're keeping Guild Wars 1 still alive, and they once in a blue moon do updates to it and stuff. But it would be really cool to have connect them, you know, and have this area that you can visit in both games at the same time and earn rewards. Like, you know, if I'm just a Guild Wars 1 or just a Guild Wars 2 player, for example, and I earn all these rewards, and I have someone in-game tell me, like, oh yeah, you earned all this stuff in Guild Wars 1, log into your Guild Wars 1 account, and then you're like, well, I don't have Guild Wars 1, but now I want to play it because I have rewards in there. So then they're selling, Guild Wars 1. They're selling more Guild Wars 1 copies because people, you know, want to get into their rewards. So they, you know, and they have whatever, you can unlock minis, or you can think about this. What about a Guild Wars 1 has heroes? Why can't we unlock a in Guild Wars 2 we do some kind of mission, some kind of quest, or some kind of achievement, some kind of something that unlocks a hero, like a seer hero in Guild Wars 1. That'd be so cool. Like having a seer hero, like having one of the seers be in our group or whatever, and have them be some kind of like mage type thing. Like that would be really cool. And I think, you know, it would be a really cool reward and a really cool reason for them to like do that stuff. Well, and that's the thing. They were like such a mystery that we never got to hear about. You know, they talked about it, and specifically with the Mersad and stuff, there's so much of the seers that we don't know about. You know, we know that they had a war with the Mersad and they lost the war and stuff, but we don't really know anything about their culture or what they really like, how they live their lives and stuff. And it'd just be cool to see that, have them come back and have them be in both games at the same time. Like I think it would be really cool to have that, and that would sell so much. And just because people crave for Guild Wars 1 content, but if you combine it with Guild Wars 2 content at the same time, just, man, you're just like quadrupling your sales there, because you get all these, because then once you get those people hooked, those Guild Wars 2 players, you get them hooked on Guild Wars 1, then they're going to want to play the other expansions, and then they're going to, you know, they're going to maybe buy the hero pack, or they're going to buy the outfits that Guild Wars 1 has too, or something, you know, and they're going to spend more money and more time in it and stuff. And it's such a refined game that's gone through so many like balance changes and so many like additions to the game, and they're still keeping it live. It would be a shame to just like not do anything with that, because people it's so active still too. It's so active. There's so much stuff still going on in Guild Wars 2, or Guild Wars 1, I mean, to the point where it's like, do something with it. Do something with these people that are craving for stuff. You know, we had the anniversary skills come out, and people were just like all over that. Are you kidding me? All over that. Just for those, like, what, 8, 9 skills that we got? Yeah, I never got Guam on mine. I never got Guam, ever. Which is a shame, but I'm still kind of like once in a while working on it. Like I still go in and like do a little bit here and there, but it's not anything that I'm actively pursuing right now. Oh, wow. And yeah, but do you know why the community is thriving? It's because there hasn't been a game like Guild Wars 1. The Guild Wars 1 game, it's very unique in the way that it plays. The combat is very unique. The skills are very unique in the way, like the team play is very unique in the way that it functions and stuff. And it's good. It's just really good and really well made. And yeah, and I think people just crave for that kind of stuff. There hasn't been a game since that kind of filled that role. So I'm not super surprised that people are going back to it. And like I said, I just think that they could definitely make this happen. And they don't necessarily have to add like new classes to it. Like maybe one new class. Like I know they have had new class. Oh, there's a shark. We're getting a shark. I just saw it. Sorry. I'm like, I see a shark. We're getting it. I want it. Come here, shark. You're mine. Yes. Oh, look at that. Feeding frenzy. Hell yeah. Go, shark. Do it. Kill that shark. Whoa. That's really strong. He's really little. See how little he is? It'd be really cool to have a giant shark, wouldn't it? It'd be scary as fuck. Deep oceans, man. They give me a fright. But yeah, I'm gonna make a dedicated video about that, and I'm gonna actually like look at. Wow, that's a flock of sharks. Chomp on him. Healing. Yeah. Oh, he has proven himself. Look at that shark. Look at him. Interrupted. Nice. Yeah. Nice. That was good. It was very satisfying. Right. But yeah, I'm already thinking about elite specializations kind of a little bit, that I want to do for Guild Wars 2 in that area. A male? Oh, that was the thing. Is it a male? So, but yeah, I don't know if Guild Wars 1 would need another class really. Maybe have it where I would make it like an expansion like Eye of the North was. You know, Eye of the North was like a true expansion. We got new skills. I would like to see new skills and stuff. New skin, like armor skins, new weapon skins, new enemies and stuff. But I wouldn't make another class, but I would just make it where, you know, you, with any class, you can go there. Like, I think that would be this. I mean, it's just, yeah, I can't disagree with that. I really, I would love to see more Guild Wars 1 content. People run to it every time it happens. Every time they do something with it, people flock to it. And, you know, you go into Pre-Searing Ascalon and it's full of people just hanging out, chilling. And they're not like AFK. They're actually like talking to each other. They're actually having like conversations. They're selling stuff actively. They're going around helping other people, you know, getting their like Legendary Defender of Ascalon and like all those things, you know, that, I mean, it's, kill him. I only recently got mine for the first time on an Elementalist, actually. So that was pretty cool, getting that. But yeah, oh man, there's so many things. Like I recently made a video on YouTube on fractal ideas. I had like 7 fractal concepts that I made. And a lot of them are Guild Wars 1 related stuff. And one I actually talked about like Pre-Searing Ascalon. You know, because I would just really like to see that come back. But if they can make the community grow in Guild Wars 1, we don't need things to go back to Guild Wars 1. We can just play Guild Wars 1, you know? I mean, that's kind of one way to satiate the that need for people to want to see Guild Wars 1 stuff. You know, it's just make it happen in Guild Wars 1. Wow, I'm getting all these rares. My magic oh, I have this on, but even that, like, I'm getting a lot of rares today. I got a hat. Ooh, I got a new hat. Let's wear it. I got a beautiful new hat. Oh boy. Inventory is full of crap. Ooh, fight that Etten. While you're doing that, I'm gonna break all these down. Boop, boop. That can go. That can go. I don't care. Break that down. That can go. Okay. Poison. Choo choo choo. But yeah, I mean, that's, you know, I don't know. I'm happy with Cantha that we're going back to Cantha. Just my big question to ArenaNet would be like, okay, what's next? What do you have planned next? Like, where are we going? What are we doing? What are we dealing with next? Because that's, you know, of course that's a concern for some, you know, for people that have put like 20, 30,000 hours into the game. Like, they want their game to continue. I can't do this quest because I can't... I'm not allowed to use skills, guys, so... Wait, pig magic? Brr. Yeah, I can't use a skill. I'm not allowed to use skills, so how do I... yeah. Oh. Guess I gotta fight grubs. No, and that's something we had a long discussion about that yesterday, you know, and I talked about how, you know, the direction and the focus of ArenaNet has been like all over the place since the conception of Guild Wars 2. You know, it's we have 5 different endgame types right now in Guild Wars 2, which is just insane. Or are you talking about Guild Wars? Are you talking about Guild Wars 1 or Guild Wars 2? Because you're talking about Vanquishing and Hard Mode. You mean added to Guild Wars 2? Because there's concepts on both of those that I have as well. Well, particularly Vanquishing, I actually have a oh, okay. You know, and it's, you know, I talked about this, like I said yesterday, where it's all over the place, right? It's they did dungeons, and then they did fractals, kind of abandoning dungeons already. Then they did raids, and then I kind of went back a little bit for dungeons because they made some updates to dungeons with the like the way that you acquire like gold and stuff. Oh look, it's Poobadoo, good old Poobadoo. Hi, Fran. Look at him waddle around. And you know, then they did raids, then they went to strikes. Now then they did dragon response missions. We all know that dragon response missions are going to be abandoned, just like dungeons and raids and fractals have been. Those things haven't been updated in years now, so I call that abandoned. To me, something that hasn't been updated in over a year and a half is abandoned to me. Like, people can say, well, Arena went through a hard time, and Arena, they're going to get back to it eventually. If it has been updated in a year and a half, it's dead. Like, you can revive it, but right now it's dead. It's dead content. You haven't updated it. It's not a current thing. A lot of things has changed, right? A lot of things have changed. A lot of things are different, but those things have remained the same. So, and it sucks because it's ArenaNet, you know, it's ArenaNet's trope to go back and change their focus. They have to innovate at every turn. And as I said yesterday, I think I had a really good point yesterday talking about how they think they know everything better, and they don't look at other MMOs. They don't look at what works with other MMOs. They don't care. Like, the whole release date thing was like my example of that. They sit there and they don't want to give us a release date for End of Dragons because they're so confident that it'll be able to compete with everything else. They don't care. For them, it's like, we do stuff on our time. We will release stuff when it's time. We'll release it when it's ready. We'll release it soon. Like, it's on the table. It's always like that stuff. They don't give us any concrete things, and they do it whenever they want to. They will add it. And it sucks because it's like, okay, well, you're competing with all these major releases. And you're not giving us a release date. You know, but like I said, it just goes back to the thing where it's like the community screams, and it's like, just keep working on fractals and raids. Like, at least do those two so that we can get, you know, for fractals, that's 5-man content, and it also kind of satiates a little bit the lore side of stuff at the same time, I think, and gives us like different stories and different achievements and different things to play through and stuff. And then raids is just for the like really hardcore players. But then no, they want to do strikes, they don't want to do raids, and then strikes are really like, I'm not a fan of them. I don't like them, and they're just kind of out there and stuff, and they don't want to listen to anyone. They think they know everything perfectly. Well, the raids and what did I say? You can't do this to me. I have no memory. I have no short-term memory. I don't know what I just said. I kind of talked about how like dungeons and raids and fractals are dead, you know, and people want to defend that. They want to sit there and say that no, they're not dead. You know, it's been like, Arena has been through a lot of stuff. Like, they just haven't had time to go back and like work on those, and you know, they're not dead. They're still working on these. Why is my Asura not? Is that how they swim? Do they not like move their bodies? That's kind of weird how they swim. But to me, anything that's like over a year and a half of not getting updates is dead. Like to me, raids and dungeons and fractals are dead. Like, they haven't given us any updates on these. Releasing one fractal every 2 years is not acceptable. In my eyes, it's not acceptable. If that's all they can do, that's fine. But I don't. It's just 2 years is too long of a span to have that long of a period of time to wait on new things. You know, it really is, and I just think that. I don't know. It's just ArenaNet, like, thinking they know everything. They know everything better. They know everything what's best. They don't have to look at other MMOs. Like, they think their MMO can compete with all major releases. So they're not giving us they're not giving us the release date for End of Dragons because they're confident that they're gonna be able to, like, compete with the big things. And I'm like, well, that's a bit on the confident side there, but that's how they've always operated. They've always operated on the whole, we're doing stuff when we're ready, we're doing stuff when we want to, and we're doing stuff like we innovate on everything. And they're gonna re-innovate. I'm telling you right now, they're gonna re-innovate on endgame stuff again after End of Dragons. Like, they're gonna do strikes and they're gonna come up with some kind of new endgame bullshit. And it's gonna happen. Like, I'm calling it right now. There's gonna be some other sixth thing that they're adding to the game. It's gonna be something like dragon response missions, but it's not gonna be called that because we're done with the dragons, so we're doing something else now. I have a feeling that that's gonna happen because ArenaNet just, I don't know. I mean, unless of course the shift in leadership now has, like, changed their focus and they've realized the mistakes they've done. That would be nice, but I have yet to see it. But I just think that the problem with suggesting those things, like you talk about vanquishing. I had this great idea a few months ago. I think it was a good idea, where they can add vanquishing. They could have sections of maps be instants, and you have to clear them in a set amount of time. Like, make a time challenge out of it, and you know, because that kind of gives you, like, oh, okay, gotta really clear it, you know, and have it scale with more people that you have in your group. You can have up to 5 people in your group if you want to do it with friends, and just really have it scale up, or you can do it solo if you want to, and they can scale it down and have, like, I was thinking of, you know, Queensdale, and they could have, like, a section of, like, this section right here closed off. It's instance, and you have to clear all the enemies, because having all of Queensdale, I think, would be a bit much, because that's a big instance. And if you imagine everyone in the game having their own instance, going through, like, a solo Queensdale and clearing all of it, like, that would probably take a long time. So maybe not all of the map, maybe only half of the map, or maybe only, like I said, partially or whatever, but give us, like, time challenges on clearing it, fighting all the enemies. There's no respawns, and you just go through and you vanquish it, and you get achievement points for it, and you get titles for it, and you get maybe you get, you know, the crystals that we get for the weekly, are they the crystals here, the shards right here, you get those for, like, you have a daily vanquish that you have to do, and it's some kind of instance mission, and you go through it, and you have to be level 80 to do it. And they could even add a hard mode for it. They could have a challenge mode for it and have it as, like a vanquishing thing that you can just do. Again, that wouldn't really require any work. Making an instance of a map that you already have and scaling it to 5-man content, or, you know, having it be scalable depending on how many people play it, and have it be able to, like, be soloed or whatever, and just give some rewards, and kind of bring back vanquishing in its own way. I don't know. I mean, it's hard to do it with a game like Guild Wars 2, I think, just because of the way that it's not instanced, but it's doable. I think it's something that can be done. Can I just defeat enemies here and get credit for stuff? Here, if I fight a Risen, does that work? Because I don't want to go... Oh yeah, that does work. Okay, cool. So I can just do the shrooms, defeat the grubs, defeat the undead. Yeah, you all come to me. Come to me. Oh no. Oh no, get up. I hate the knockdowns. They're so annoying. They're like 5 seconds long. Spew your poison. Kill them all. Yeah. Look at that. Look at Godzilla. He's really fucking shit up, isn't he? He don't give a fuck. Attack. Attack this guy that's following me. Ah! I'm getting pushed, pulled and pushed and pulled and pushed. Healing. Ooh, it's getting a little toasty in here. Yeah, and hard mode is something that's really hard, but you can do it for instance stuff. You know, we have challenge modes, and they are doing challenge modes for strikes for End of Dragons, which is the smartest thing that you can do with that stuff, because if you don't have that, people would be incredibly disappointed. So I'm glad that they're adding those. But I also hope that those strikes are going to be good, because like I said, I'm not a fan of strikes. I've never been a fan of strikes. And I just think that they're lazy content to me. Having one encounter with no dialogue, no explanation to the mechanics, no instructions, no premise as to what's going on. You just go into a room and you fight a bunch of people, or one person, and that's it. And you have to like figure out everything on your own. It's just, to me, it's like pretty lazy design for this day and age. Scratch your eyes out. Do it. But there's so many little things that I think ArenaNet could just do better to really... I think Guild Wars 2 has the potential to be like the WoW killer, right? We don't even need the WoW killer anymore. WoW is killing itself. But, just to be one of the top ranking MMOs, there's just like little tweaks and changes that they need to do to their communication, to their website, to the way that their streams. You know, I talked about this yesterday as well. They really need to start changing those streams. Like, those streams don't get anyone hyped. They're all socially awkward, the people on there, and it's just kind of like, eh. So I would really like to see that improved as well. Oh, come on. Alright, whatever, we're moving on. I'm kind of doing the same thing I did again. I'm going to a circle, and then I'll move around into this area. But yeah, I mean, I could go on and on and on for days about the changes. But I mean, you know, and I don't say that. I don't say those things. I will reiterate. I did that yesterday as well. I will reiterate. I don't say these things out of hate. I don't say it because I dislike the game, or I think ArenaNet is a fucking joke. I think ArenaNet has done really well for themselves. With the smaller team that they have, the scale of the game that they have, with how popular it is, I think they did really well. But I say that out of love because I want Guild Wars 2 to be at the top, and I know that it has the potential to be there. And get that, and get there, you know? It's just, that's the only reason I say those things. Any gamers want to help with VAR the Underhanded? I can't really help with that, so I'm just gonna we're gonna have to defeat all these guys in here. Spew your poison.
Your victory will be short-lived.
That sage is protecting them. No! They're getting an earth armor. Yeah, it's perfect. He's standing right in the fire. Oh, I can actually channel this now. I don't think I'm gonna get attacked here. Go, go, go! We got it. Alright, you defeat that guy. I don't like that guy. I'm killing him. Spew your poison! Alright, cool. Dead. But nonetheless, like I said, I'm really excited for Cantha. I'm glad we're going back. And I hope that with the shift of leadership in ArenaNet and, you know, within the company, and you know, with people like Grouch being back at the helm of things, that they like will look at those, you know, there's obviously other people, like they would never listen to someone like me, right? Like, who am I, right? Who am I? I'm just some random gamer, okay? I don't have a following. But I know that some of the bigger streamers feel the same about some of the stuff that I say, so I hope that they will listen to those people, and they will look at like those the feedback of those people and the community as a whole, and improve upon those things. Wow, it's almost midnight. It's almost time to leave, guys. I was like, what time is it? I'm like, I'm kind of getting tired. Like, I've done a lot of talking today. But yeah, we got some stuff done today, guys. 70% here. We were at like, we were like at 50% here, 49%. We finished that up. And then we came here and we got 70% here. So that's pretty good. But yeah, so before I leave, I will just plug myself here a little bit. I am trying to be more active on Twitter. And I appreciate everyone that does share my stuff and chats with me and whatever, you know. Astral, great guy. He's always one that shares and likes my stuff. Astral Legends. He has lore stuff on his Twitter that he does every day. He has like a lore day, like once a day lore thing that he posts and stuff with pictures, and he talks about these things, and we have discussions and stuff. It's really cool. So go check out his stuff. Also, Rhyme, as always, I always see your stuff. I always see when you share my... Oh, I can defeat that guy. That down here. They're fighting him already. Can I get to him in time? I don't know. As always, all the people that are lurking in the back, I know there's a bunch of you guys. Thank you guys so much. And yeah, like I said, I am on Twitter. We have a Discord channel. If you guys, Discord server, if you guys want to chat with me, that information is always on my YouTube, on all my YouTube videos. That information is on there. Then we have the Legend of Dragoon playthrough. Anyone that's played that Guild Wars 1 game, I'm doing, or Guild, wow, my brain is like mush right now. The PlayStation 1 game, The Legend of Dragoon. I'm doing a playthrough on my channel right now. We're on episode 4. Episode 5 is coming in episode 5? Yeah, episode 5 is coming out on Friday. I haven't recorded it yet, but the plan is to do that today or tomorrow. It's definitely going to happen. And then episode 6 will probably be on Saturday. I'll probably be able to do 2 episodes again this week. And yeah, so that's pretty much it. And then I'm doing, I just did a Pokemon video. If you guys are a fan of Pokemon, I did a video on variants. If you guys want to check that out as well. That hasn't gotten a lot of views, but that was a lot of effort, and I really enjoyed that video, making that video, and I think it's one of my better videos. So if you guys want to check that out, I would really appreciate that too. But yeah, once I've defeated this guy, we'll be done with the stream. I will be back tomorrow. I will probably do more World vs. World tomorrow. So if you guys are interested in joining me, you can join the guild. You can just send me a message. I'm trying to get more people into, you know, there's my information right here. You guys can add me if you guys want to, and then I can send you an invite to the guild, and we can do World vs. World together, because I'm trying to do more World vs. World with the Alliance update, and I'm trying to get some Giftless Battle and some armors and legendary armor, working on that, and rings, and just have a good time hanging out, doing something a little bit different. And that'll happen tomorrow probably because I'm really into that, so I'll do that tomorrow. But yeah, other than that, I really appreciate everyone. The discussions are always fun. If you have any other ideas for things, just, you know, shoot me a message on anything. Twitter, Discord, on YouTube comments. I don't give out my email, but that's probably somewhere as well that you can find. Not that I check my email. Oops, I'm not supposed to mount. Wow, it's such an autopilot. Such an autopilot thing to do. I'm trying to get to a safe zone here so I can finish this up. Any guilds with XP bonus recruiting? Yeah. But yeah, that's going to be it for today. I appreciate it very much, guys. I will see you all tomorrow. Wow, we're getting shot at, guys. Oh, poor Godzilla. You got shot at. Poor guy. He did a good job today.